Welcome everybody to another cooking class, and today we are doing collard wraps, and today we have a special guest in our kitchen, at our Fed kitchen where we're live today. Would you like to introduce yourself to everybody?
Yeah, I'm Anthony Bradley with Play Grow Learn.
Perfect. And so tell me a little bit about Play Grow Learn, because you guys are one of our, I guess, co-hosts today among Reach, so tell us a little bit more about Play Grow Learn.
Well, we partner with Reach in Multnomah County, and we do a youth and family service program that really focuses on food security and food safety for poor families in outer southeast Portland.
Perfect. And so you're also partnered with Rise and Shine, is that correct?
Yes, we share a farm actually with Rise and Shine, and they are our African partners that do a lot of farming and a lot of teaching to our youth in our community.
Perfect. And what specifically in your farm do you guys like grow?
Well, our highlight is collard greens.
Collard greens.
Yes.
Okay. And why collard greens?
Well, collard greens is a green that you can grow, especially in Oregon, mostly year-round. And so because we have access to that and access to the farm year-round, we like to be able to harvest that as much as we can, as often as we can.
Love it. And you guys have a for-profit venture as well. What is that called?
Yeah, it's called Play Grow Greens. We actually teach our young people through micro-enterprise and entrepreneurship to sell greens at markets and also harvest them for themselves and then be able to, make money off of them.
Sweet. So you're promoting healthy eating, you're promoting entrepreneurship, and how to actually grow your own food, which I think that's super awesome. And this is something that we at Feed the Mass are very much interested in, because we have our urban agriculture classes that we've been doing this past summer, and kids love growing their own food, and especially if you're trying to get them to eat healthy food, just have them grow it and they'll have a little more pride on eating it. Absolutely. So that's perfect. Okay. So today we are going to be making collard green wraps. This is something that of course has been talked about a lot, and it's very famous on Instagram. And before we get into that, I want to introduce myself for those who are first timers. My name is Jameson Valentine. I'm the executive director and chef of Feed the Mass. I'm also one of the instructors that started the whole Feed the Mass journey, and I'm super excited because we have a new live setup that pretty much we can go anywhere now. So if Dan, you want to give us a quick tour around of our enterprise and everything like that? So you can see we actually are able to produce live classes in any kind of application. And it's super exciting because we can do this in our kitchen, we can do it in your kitchen. So if this is something you guys are interested in, doing more education or even, doing a live class with us, please reach out to us on our website at feedthemass.org. So let's get into it. So the next thing we're going to be doing, we're talking about prepping. So we have 3 different recipes for you. So if you're at home and you want to write these down, make sure you get your notepad. The first one is going to be kind of our Southwest flair. So we're going to be using some bell peppers, red, yellow, green, orange, whatever kind of bell pepper you have, that will totally work. We're going to also use some sun-dried tomatoes, super delicious. Black beans because we got to go Southwest. A little bit of protein, and then hummus. Do you like hummus?
I do indeed.
All right, so we got garlic hummus, super delicious. And then, of course, green goddess dressing is going to be kind of like our little flavor additives into this. So everything we're doing, no cooking today. So you got your can of black beans, you got your hummus out of the fridge. These are maybe some easy things you might be able to pull out of your fridge. Our second one we're going to be doing is going to be our BLT, and you can kind of see over here, we got our bacon bits already cooked off, ready to go. So maybe you might have had a really good breakfast the day before. Chop up your bacon, have it for your afternoon. Wrap. We have some Roma tomatoes, super delicious. And then we have some romaine lettuce because we need lettuce. And of course avocados because it's avocado. You gotta get those nice fats.
Gotta have it.
And then we have ranch. This is vegan ranch too. Ooh, you got the vegan stuff? All right, Michaela, I see you. And then, of course, some Dijon mustard because we need that heat. A little bit of heat, a little bit of flavor. The third one we have is back here. It's going to be our Thai style. So we have our Elliott's spicy Thai peanut butter. Are you a peanut butter fan?
I'm all spicy and I'm all peanut butter.
All right. Are you a crunchy or smooth fan?
Smooth fan.
Gotta be smooth. Okay. All right. I like it. It's going to be a little crunchy, but it's all right. We're gonna make it through. We have our roasted chicken breast, so your lunch meat, any kind of turkey, chicken, or even ham you have in your fridge, totally will work. Got some basil, some Thai basil will be good, but if you can't get it and you're in a pinch, basil will totally work. We have our carrots. We have our baby cucumbers, or any kind of cucumber you may have. We also have some microgreens because this is going to be kind of our lettuce filler in our actual wrap, so need that. And of course, a little bit of green onion because we want a little bit of that kick a little bit. It's going to be delicious. All right, so this is going to be our third wrap. So how is your knife skills, Anthony?
Must miss a little bit.
A little bit. All right, so that's cool because a lot of people don't really feel comfortable with a knife. So what I'm going to do is move a couple things. We're going to go over the basics because if this is your first time ever watching our class, I want to make sure that you know how to hold your knife properly. So let's talk about the parts of a knife. We have our cutting edge side. We have our spine, super important. Know which is the cutting edge, know which one is the spine.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
We have the handle, and with the handle, the point where the handle and the knife come together is called the bolster. So what we're going to do is we're going to pinch it by the bolster, super easy, and then the handle, we're going to line up with the creases, our first creases in our hands. So we're going to put it right there, and I'm going to grab onto it gently. Super easy. Feels comfortable, right?
Yes.
Feels balanced.
Yes.
That's what we're looking for. Now with this, we're always going to put the tip of our knife into the cutting board. Anytime we go down, we just go down and push forward into the cutting board. Okay. Don't be afraid of hurting the cutting board. It has no feelings, I promise. Okay. All right? So anytime we chop anything, we push into the cutting board, and we can pull back. In, out. We're not even using this hand. This is super important. We're just focused on this, because if you can get the slicing down, that's the key. All right? Now, second is going to be our kind of our measure, our guide. Okay. Super important. So with this, what we're going to do, fingertips straight into the cutting board. Super easy. Now, we did a no-no. So whenever we're doing anything, if you're not hands on the knife, blade always away from your hand. Super important. No worries, you're good. Fingertips right in. Now, we grab our knives. So what we're going to do, you see how our knuckle is bent a little bit? We're going to place the side of the blade next to our knuckle.
Oh, okay.
Now, we're going to bend, there you go. So we're almost there, but bend that knuckle a little bit. There you go, perfect. So your fingertips, see how far away from the knife it is?
It is indeed.
So as we're talking about, you see my fingertip is bent back away from it, but our knuckle is kind of our guide. So whenever we're chopping anything, We're gonna have our knuckle down. And now we're also gonna pay attention because anything on this side comes off. So if it's a piece of lettuce, it comes off. If it's our fingertip, it comes off. And you don't wanna have to regrow a fingertip. They come back, but they're never the same. All right, so fingertips in, down. And then again, we're gonna push in and forward. Come back, and we're always gonna measure. So anytime we put anything in, whether it's a green onion,
I'm gonna be looking at the side.
we put it in, we're watching. Because if our finger's on this side, it comes off. Don't want that to happen. So we look, pay attention, fingertips in, boom. Measure, boom. That's how we're gonna get the even cuts. All right, so now I give you my basic 60-second spiel on how to use a knife. Ready to do some chopping?
No. Yes.
All right,
I'm
so let's do
I'm
the
ready.
sun-dried tomatoes. So we're gonna grab a couple sun-dried tomatoes. Super easy. Now, sun-dried tomatoes can be also dehydrated tomatoes, so it doesn't necessarily have to be in the sun. So whatever kind of tomatoes you may have, if you want to do this at home, you can easily cut your tomatoes in half and put your oven at like 200 degrees and let it go there for, you know, maybe a whole 8 to 10 hours, and they'll get nice and crinkly like this. You can also throw in a dehydrator, and that totally works. Or if you have a lot of sun, which this summer we had a lot of sun, you can also do it outside.
Set them out there.
So we're gonna stack up maybe 2 or 3.
Okay.
Super easy. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut it lengthwise.
Okay.
So you can watch and then you can do. So we're gonna cut it lengthwise, nice and small, into little strips. You want long strips because this is a wrap. If we make it too small, you might have one side with too much and the other side with none. So we want long strips. And again, take our time. Hang on one second. Perfect. Trying to keep this table from. All right, we're good?
Off. Yep, I think so.
Perfect. All right, so we're gonna go a couple more.
Tell me.
Perfect. So we're gonna again chop long strips. There we go. Perfect. There you go. Don't be afraid of cutting board. Yeah, get in that cutting board. It ain't gonna hurt you. All right, so that's gonna be our first ingredient. We're gonna put this right onto a pile right here. So grab it. Got a little pile. Perfect. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. All right, we're gonna do bell pepper.
Sounds good.
Now, a lot of people don't know this, but how do you know if this is a male or a female?
I don't know.
Okay, so females have 3, males have 4. So we got 2 females here, but if you have one that are 4, then that would be a male. It's really interesting. Yeah. So it also depends on how much seeds you would have in there as well. So if you want something with a lot of seeds, maybe you're trying to regrow your own, bell pepper plant.
You're 4.
There you go. Perfect. All right. So from here, what we're going to do, we're going to lay it on its side. We're going to cut a little plank off so you can kind of see what's inside. See? Got our little seeds. Beautiful. Now from there, perfect, we're going to cut the same width as you see these little walls and avoid that white part. We're trying to avoid the white part. Now the white part actually gives us the heartburn that everybody gets when they eat peppers.
Oh, is that right? I never
So
knew
we're
that.
going to try to avoid that.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
right,
I don't
so
want
turn
heartburn.
it around and just try to avoid the white part. Perfect.
Yeah, a lot of white part on this one, but on the
Just
inside
take your
there.
time. Yep, no, you're good. Just follow the wall. So you're going to cut right against that wall.
Okay.
Right there. You good. Oh, no. Here, almost there you go. Cut that a little bit off. There you go. And then you're going to cut one more time right across. There you go. You got it. Take your time. And again, we're going to cut the bottom off because we don't waste any. And then now you see how this little top part right here, right? So what we're going to do, we're going to come in at an angle and cut that top part off because we don't waste any. We don't want to waste anything. So the one thing about wraps, you want to always remember, you want long pieces. So anytime we do anything, we try to avoid dices. But we're going to now julienne our bell pepper. Oh,
Okay.
you're almost there. Perfect.
We're getting close to all the white.
There you go. You're good. Perfect. So from here, we're going to take a couple of these, and then we're going to cut into about, I would say, 1/4 inch, depending on how thin you want it. If you want it thick, you want it thin, doesn't make a difference. But try to be consistent. And again, take our time, be patient. There we go. Look at that.
Okay.
That's good, man.
All right.
Either I'm a good teacher or you've been, fooling me.
Whatever was the teacher part.
All right. So, for the Southwest Mediterranean, I think we're pretty prepped. So that's
Okay.
all good.
To the side.
Yeah, and we can actually just throw this right in the compost.
Okay.
We'll take care of it. All right. So next, we're gonna prep our BLTs. So of course, we have our bacon bits. You like bacon?
I do indeed.
All right,
Who doesn't?
good. All right, so we got bacon. We're gonna get our tomatoes. So here's one tomato for you,
Sure.
one for me.
Thank you.
And what we're gonna do is we're gonna do long bias cuts. So a lot of people, when they cut tomatoes, they go like this,
Right.
make those little rings.
Yep.
But if you want those really long tomatoes, you just gotta change your angle a little bit and cut it. So when we're doing this, I wanna make sure Dan gets this cut, get this out of here. So we're gonna cut it at an angle. So instead of going like this, open her up and cut her long ways. So you have long little planks of tomato. That way, even though you have a small tomato, you got large slices.
So at an angle, huh?
Yep, so just a little angle. There you go. Perfect. There you go. Nice and easy. Let the blade do the work. There you
How do you
go.
prevent it from squeezing out like that? I oftentimes,
So-
when I cut a tomato, it'll...
So a lot of it is you have to trust that the blade's going to cut. So
Okay.
when I do any cuts, you always go full length. Let the blade do the
Okay.
work. And watch your fingers. There you go. Let that blade do the work. And if you're not feeling really comfortable, one thing you do, lay it down flat. And then you can do the same thing.
Same
in
thing,
a
huh?
long there you go.
Makes sense. Okay. That made it easier. Thank you.
Let that knife do the work. They're nicely sharpened. All right, so we're gonna throw our tomatoes into our 9-pan.
Is that all right?
Perfect. Put this all right in here. Don't worry about you can keep it. Tops
Keep it
are, I call it the belly button. No one hates a belly button.
All right.
So don't worry about the tops. They all eat the same.
All right.
All right. Gina, can you grab me a towel right there? Yeah, give me 2 of them. Perfect. Thank you. So we're going to clean off
Okay.
our station because we like to work clean. Beautiful. All right, so next, let's prep up our lettuce. So we're going to take probably 2, maybe we'll do 3.
Okay.
Take 3, 2, 3. Perfect. And what we're going to do is, again, we're going to chiffonade. So we're going to cut this really small. So what we're going to do for this one, what I like to do is cut it in half, because you don't want to have to cut a long thing. Cut it in half. It makes it smaller. Super easy. And then all we're doing, just nice and small, taking our time. Nice and thin. Let the blade do all the work. Just take our time. Measure. Every time we do it, we measure. Be consistent. And the most important thing, keep your eyes on what you're doing. Don't take your eyes off it. You may lose a finger.
Don't want that.
There you go. You got this. Ain't no thing but chicken wing. All right. So we have our nice chiffonade of romaine. There you go. Perfect. Beautiful. You finish the other half?
Yes, sir.
There we go. This is looking good. I like this. And of course, we'll do the tomato last because tomatoes will oxidize if we make it wait too long. Perfect. There you go. All right, let's clean off our cutting board. Beautiful. There we go. Super important, y'all. If you're doing this at home, always work clean. All right. All right, so that is going to be it for our BLTs. We'll put this in the back for now, and we'll switch out for our Thai.
Now, should I clean off my blade when I'm using them in the
Yeah,
kitchen?
yeah, you can wipe it off.
My towel and
Yeah, so all I do is keep the blade pointed away, grab it from this side, and just wipe it away.
Okay.
There you go. Perfect. All right, so we have our basil, which all we're going to do with our basil, this is the easy one, but I'm going to give this one to you.
Okay.
All right, is we're going to just pick our basil leaves off the stem. Super easy. You got that one?
I think I can do that one.
All right, so.
No knife involved.
All right, so next is we're going to take our chicken, because we're going for a Thai chicken wrap. We're going to get our chicken. I'm just going to slap it right down. There we go. And then, again, just so I can shorten the distance, make some juliennes. Can't go wrong with some juliennes of chicken. How you doing with the basil? Doing all
Pretty
right?
good. This is pretty easy for us in the
Pretty-
black household. When we have greens outside of the wrap, we take out, you de-stem them. So we take them. We're used to taking
Oh, okay.
taking the leaves off. I mean, off the stem there, and
See, it makes it
working
easy.
with them from there.
There you go. So what's your favorite thing to make with collard greens?
I think it's your traditional collard greens that you stew, and they make them in a lot of ways. Sometimes they make them with pork, without pork, and they'll just boil them to a stew, and they cook usually a few hours, and they tender them. And then the next thing you know, we got cornbread and collard greens.
Yeah, I think the last time I had collard greens was when I was at Cannes this last weekend, and they had a stewed peanut butter collard greens.
I've had some there. They're delicious
To
as well.
die for.
I've had some.
To die
Absolutely.
for. Gina's over there like, yes, it was.
So many variations, yeah.
All right, so while you do that, I'm gonna finish up this. So we have our cucumbers. So you can have small, big, doesn't make a difference. Now, if you have a bigger cucumber, be mindful of the seeds, because those seeds bring out a lot of water, and if you don't want your wrap to be super soggy, you wanna get rid of that. So what we're gonna do, simply, again, cut it at an angle, long strips of cucumber. What is the weirdest thing someone's ever made with collard greens that you've had to eat?
I don't think anything has been particularly weird. We make a variation of everything. So
Really? Okay.
yeah, I guess I'd be weirded out if it was collard green dessert of some kind, probably.
Collard green dessert.
If
Now
they made a
I
collard
have a
green
challenge.
banana cake or something like that.
Collard green banana cake.
I don't
Okay.
want to throw banana in there, but cake and banana.
Collard green
All right.
cake. All right. Cool. 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 What is your favorite food? Type of food?
I'd probably say soul food. Yeah, I'd
Soul
say
food.
yeah.
All right. Where are you from?
Reserve, Louisiana.
Louisiana. Okay. All right.
So I got it honest. I got it honest.
All right. Cool. So what made you move to Portland?
Family moved up here, and
When was
started going
this?
to school. Boy, I was in 4th grade.
Fourth grade.
That's when my
Okay.
accent fell away.
The accent fell away. Well, I feel you.
Till I get home.
I moved here when I was 11, so it was about 6th grade, and I had a little bit of an accent, and then now I'm just
Where from?
I speak Portland from Hawaii.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
you told me
we have a thing called Pigeon, and I was the king of Pigeon, and then as soon as I moved here, it was gone. It comes back a little bit when I get back home.
It takes me about 30 seconds.
30 seconds to get when you get home?
One
All right,
touchdown.
that's good. All right, last thing but not least, we're gonna get our green onions because we gotta chop those up. So, green onions for you. Green onions for me. And all we're gonna do on this one, okay, this is, don't laugh at me. So we're gonna cut the root off,
Okay, that's an important
super
piece.
easy. Yeah, I know, I told you, don't laugh at me.
It's an important piece.
There we go, there you go, I know. Next thing we're gonna do is the hard part. Cut in half. And we're done. Super easy. I know. I told you it's the hardest cut. Hardest cut of all.
Appreciate that.
All right. So you ready to do some assembly?
I am.
So let's prep our collard greens. So we want to keep as much of this as whole as possible. The hard part is the stem. It's super woody, and if you're eating this raw without blanching it, this is going to be the problem. So easy fix. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go about 1 inch into the wrap. Super easy. and we're going to cut it right out. Try to keep it as whole as possible. Now, with that, we're going to cut this little stem. Now, this is where we got to be accurate. We're going to cut this stem a little bit in half, and we're kind of like take away as much, but we're not going to...
A little bit of meat off of it.
A little bit of the meat off of it. All right? That way it still stays into a wrap, but it's a little more foldable. All right? This can go a little bit more.
That's where the
And this takes practice. If you mess up,
buddy.
it's not the end of the world. You just want to make it a little more flexible. All right, so we're going to go through. And those that are home, we're going to take a quick, 5-minute intermission. We're going to finish this up, let you guys clean up if you're working with us, and then we're going to be right back with you guys. See you guys soon. And we're back. All right, so we got our collard wraps ready. We got our ingredients all prepped. You ready to do some making of food?
All right.
Let's start with the Southwest. So we have our basil, we have our black beans, sun-dried tomato, peppers, and hummus. So I'm gonna give you a wrap.
I'll take one.
And I'm gonna take a wrap. So first thing we're gonna do, grab a spoon. Let's get our hummus. I will share the same spoon. It's okay.
All right.
It's all good.
My family.
I gotta do the dishes later, so. All right, so what we're gonna do, take our hummus, and the best way to think about it is we want our wrap to be about this size. So you want the floor of your wrap kind of about that size. I think that's plenty. Yours is a little bit bigger, but it's all right.
Okay.
We can do about the same size. All right.
So
Perfect. You're good.
Just kind of spread
There
it out
you
like
go.
that.
Yep, spread it out. There you go. You want to be like this, like a
thinner?
deck of cards.
Okay.
Just spread it out. There you go, to the side. There you go. You got it.
Okay.
So next thing we're gonna do, Green Goddess dipping sauce. We got from Whole Foods. Whole Foods. All right. You can make your own Green Goddess dipping sauce. We actually have a YouTube video about making your own Green Goddess dipping sauce. So if you want to check it out, please check it out. It's amazing to make your own. But if you're in a pinch, or if you just love this stuff in your fridge,
Thank you.
you'll do that. Just pour a little bit right into your spoon. Here you go. You got it.
This one.
There you go. You're good. Pour 1 spoonful. Pour it right on. Yep, put it on. You're good. Put it on them. All right, you can put that right here. There you go. Perfect. Lid on top. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to take our, the basil is for you. Perfect. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to take our bell peppers. Take a little handful, throw it on top. Yep, there you go. Beautiful. Then we're going to take our green beans, a little handful, put it right next to it. Make it nice and happy. We're going to take a little bit of our sun-dried tomatoes and put that right next to it. Nice and happy. Don't go crazy. You don't want to have to be chewing this forever. And then we're going to take our little microgreens. Are you a fan of microgreens?
I am.
Have you guys grown microgreens?
We have. Yes, we
Oh,
have.
okay.
Absolutely.
No, it's
Absolutely.
really good, like
Really.
cost-wise, and it grows. You can grow it indoors. Love that stuff. So, highly suggest if you guys get a chance, go get some microgreens. Put it right on top. There you go. Super easy.
Okay.
All right, for the roll, super easy. So, what we're gonna do? Sides tucked in. Grab the butt, tuck it in. Now, super important, we put the stem in first. If we do it the other way, if it breaks, we're kind of SOL. So, we're going to put the stem in, come in a little bit, and roll it over.
Okay.
You got this. Have faith in yourself. You got this.
Sides tucked in.
There you go. Sides tucked in. There you go. Grab the stem, bring it to the other end. There you go. You got this. You got this, buddy.
And keep rolling.
Then keep rolling over.
Gosh.
Bring those sides in. There you go. Bring the other side in.
Okay.
Keep it rolling.
Keep it
Like Tina
rolling.
Turner. Rolling,
Now I can do
rolling. Hey, you know that song. Here
it.
we
I busted
go.
out the side, but it's okay.
It's okay. Hey, it's okay. You know, we're going to eat this anyway, so we're all right. So we got our 2 wraps. It's okay if it bursts a little bit. It's all right. Hey, it's all right.
I'll be fine.
All right, so first wrap done. Out of sight, out of mind. Beautiful. Good job. Round of applause, everybody, for Anthony.
Thank you. Thank you.
There you go. Appreciate it. Next, let's go to BLT Town. Get another rep. There you go. Another rep. There we go. BLT Town. We're gonna first thing, of course, is going to be our sauce. We gotta get saucy with it.
Sounds good to me.
So, a little bit of ranch, a little bit of Dijon. Go for it. You're good. Right down the middle. Oh, the sauce of the Dijon.
Yeah,
You ever seen that meme where it's like, you ever try to eat a hot dog and then you just try to pour it and it's just water all over it?
No.
That's all. TikTok. Don't worry, you don't need to get into TikTok. I always tell everybody, if you're over 35 and you get into
Drizzle.
TikTok, you're in danger. A little bit of sauce. There you go. Nice and
Good.
easy. That's beautiful.
All right.
All right, and then we're gonna do the same thing with some mustard, Dijon mustard.
Learn from your lesson.
I don't go too heavy because you can always add more as a dip. And then again, we're gonna layer them up.
Okay.
So, lettuce down. Perfect. Our nicely sliced tomatoes. Beautiful.
A couple of them.
Yeah, get a couple. Get 2, 3. There you go. Bacon bits. Oh yeah, get that bacon bits.
That's what we like.
Now, if you want to get crazy, this is where you can get a little crazy. If you want to throw a little bit of green onion in there, you can do that. That's totally fine.
I'm kind of crazy like that. I'll tell you.
Hey, don't worry about it. There you go. And then we're going to get our avocado. So, key to avocados. Lay it down. Lengthwise. Push until you hit the pit. And then all we're going to do, roll it over. It's safe. The blade's nowhere near your hand. Now, pull it out. Turn it 45 degrees. Same thing. Now we're cutting this into fourths. Again, nice and safe, no stress on your hand. Now, a lot of people like to do that thing where you pop your seed with a knife. That's scary.
Yeah.
All I like to do is this. Pop it.
A lot easier. A lot safer.
Pop it. And then peeling is even easier. Just take the little corner and pull back. Unless the peel wants to break on you, then
Still safer.
still safer. All right, this one doesn't want to cooperate, so you can go with your spoon. This is really ripe. I like it. And for this one, because it's already quarter, it's already the perfect size.
Awesome.
I'm gonna give you that.
Okay.
Here's a spoon if you need it. Beautiful. Put this aside. And again, it's coming out for you. Oh, it's coming out for you. All right, you got it.
I'm a guest.
So we're gonna take our stem in. Oh, sorry. Take our sides in. Take our stem in. This stem's a little long. I'll break this off. There you go. So I'm gonna do this one more time. Sides, sides.
Okay, sure. This is where the tough part comes.
There you go. You got the sides. Grab it, tuck it back. Roll it. Keep on rolling. There you go. You got this. There you go. And then keep on rolling.
Don't bust on me this time.
Hey, there you go. That looks good.
Almost. Better than the other one.
It's
a
wrapped.
pocketbook. It's a pocketbook.
It's a pocketbook. All right. So we can clean our hands, and we're ready to get on to our next one, which I was super excited. Our tie. So, again, we're going to mix up our peanut butter. So you know it's good peanut butter when the oil separates, but it's a pain in the butt to combine it. But you gotta be patient. You gotta be willing. Oh, sound though, the sound. So do you have any big events coming up soon, Anthony, that you want people to know about?
We actually have a couple of things coming up. We've got a Sunday market hall that we do. I'm kind of rocking the t-shirt today. We do it every Sunday. It's a BIPOC market. It's indigenous folks from the community, black folks and brown folks in the community that are serving products, service, food, talents, any kind of artifacts that they like to sell. We usually have vendors from between 10 and 20 vendors every Sunday, and it's kind of for us, by us. We have an opportunity to have some good cooks that are servicing some of their food, some people that are going to be doing some entrepreneurial work and starting up their own shops, people that want to do some kind of brick and mortar. And so we're working with small business associations and REACH and other entities like Multnomah County that will help us to develop our small businesses, small black businesses out in East County.
Love it. And so what you said it's every Sunday.
Every Sunday, 1 to 7.
And where is it located?
It's at the Rockwood Market Hall. It's a newly developed market hall in East County. It's in Rockwood, East County, Southeast. It's right off of 178th and Stark, between
178th and Stark.
Stark and Burnside, yep.
Okay, perfect.
Love to have you come on by.
So I'm going to have to come on by. I'm going to go say hi.
Please do. We'd love to have you. Be an honor. Be an honor. Really would.
All right. So, and then you said there was a second one. What's the second event?
Oh, we have a Christmas bazaar coming up.
Christmas bazaar.
So
Oh, I love me a Christmas
bazaar.
bazaar.
At the same Rockwood Market Hall, we're trying to get our vendors to, move towards a holiday kind of theme, and so they can showcase some of their talents. And a lot of them do a lot of artifact making, like I said, necklaces and jewelry and food of that nature. And so we're trying to just showcase the local neighborhood.
And is all this information on your website?
It is. It's going to be on we have a Rockwood Market Hall website. It's called the People's Market.
People's Market.
People's Market.
All right. So make sure you go online and Google People's Market if you want to learn more information.
Yeah.
All right. So tie time. So we're going to get our peanut butter. Big old spoonful of peanut butter.
Like it.
Love me some peanut butter. Pass this on to you.
Thank you, sir.
We're going to take our chicken. Layer it in. Take our cucumbers. Layer it in. take our carrots, layer it in, and then we're gonna take our basil,
Chicken first.
layer it in.
Chicken.
There you go. Layered in. Layered in. All right.
And keep
Just
on-
go down the line. You got
Take
this.
it on down. Huh? Okay, take
And
it
then
on
we're gonna
down.
take our little microgreens, put it on top because it looks pretty.
Cucumbers
There
layered
you go. You
in,
got this.
whatever.
Layered in. You got this.
It's layered in.
This ain't no thing but a chicken wing.
All right, layered in. Okay,
Oh, microgreens.
microgreens.
There you
Gotta
go.
have those.
Gotta have those. It makes it look expensive. All right. So next, we're gonna take our stem again. Roll it in. You got this. Big deep breaths. We got this. Tuck in the sides. Tuck in them little sides. And then gonna roll it over. Oh, to a nice, beautiful bundle
Or a bag.
or a pocketbook.
Or a pocketbook.
I like your pocketbook, man.
Appreciate it, man.
It looks good.
As long as it's
And just
edible.
pop it over. Don't be afraid of it. It ain't gonna hurt you. There you
Yeah,
go.
that's a better one. There you
It
go.
does a great one.
Better one.
All right,
do that.
Anthony
We'll
is
accept
killing
it.
it over here. I
Officially
like it.
Went to a wrap.
And you officially done the class, man.
Thank
Good
you,
job.
sir. I appreciate it. It's been a pleasure.
All right, all
Been an
right.
honor.
So if you guys love this, make sure you guys check us next Thursday at 6 p.m. because we're doing another one with Yasuke Farms, and we're gonna be doing another one of their CSA cooking classes. I'm super excited to have them out there. Also, make sure you go to our website, feedthemass.org, if you want to learn more. And again, tell people where they can find you online.
So you can find us at Play Go Learn on Facebook, and you can also find us at the My People's Market Market Hall.
Perfect. Down in Rockwood off of 178th and Stark.
That's right.
Perfect. And if you want more information, we'll also put it on our Instagram at Feed the Mass. And of course, this video is going to be posted online after this entire thing goes off live. So if you want to go back and learn more or do this again with us, it's always going to be on there. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification so you know when we're doing live stuff and we're doing more videos online. And of course, thank you guys so much for being a part of this. Reach, we appreciate you guys so much. And of course, Multnomah County and Rise and Shine. I know you're not
Rise and
here,
Shine's a great
but
partner.
they're amazing partners doing good things. All right. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Enjoy this because we're going to enjoy it. And we'll send you this. Go to our Instagram to see the behind the scenes footage of us eating this. So see you guys soon.